Yes? Sir? Sir?
Watch yourself. The streets aren't safe this time of the day.
Yes. The fabled prodigy. I hope you can live up to what they say about you. I really do.
Pathlessness, wherever we look. Where is this supposed to lead? So he knows what he's doing.
Walk blessed.
Of course they have. You know how these bureaucrats are, but they will do it.
Very good. Thanks for your efforts, my friend.
Don't mention it. I just hope you know what you're doing. You know, many see the course the Order has taken since you came back as disquieting. Narazul's mages in the temple, an outlander as a keeper. It's a lot to take in.
I know, Jorik. But someone has to deal with the threat. And if we don't, no one will.
Yes, I suppose you're right.
Prophet, did you find your way around? Good. It is important that you get adjusted to this place. It will be the base of all operations to come. Right now, we are still in the dark as to the true nature of this cycle. All we have are fragments, but we will change that. There are 2 trails we have found. I want you to go after both of them. The first one has to do with the stone fragments from Old Rashengrad. Pegast has not yet told you, but all of them together form a so-called sigil stone, which we urgently need. The Arcanists have already put it together, but we still lack a part of the ritual to activate it. And for that, we need the memory of a dead person. The second trail revolves around a discovery we made in the Heartland. It could be a significant, if not the only prospect we have in this fight. Where do you want to start? I'll make it short. We assume that, in the last cycle, the Pyreans worked on a machine which they hoped would save them from the cleansing. An old artifact which they tried to put back together. Well, we do know that the cycle is not an ordinary threat. It functions in a way we have not even come close to comprehending, almost like a cosmic force. This makes it naive to believe one could face this threat like a foe made of flesh and blood. Maybe, however, this machine can. As I said, the Pyreans didn't invent this machine. They merely reconstructed it from old plans they found somewhere. And if they thought this idea was worth pursuing, we should at least look into it. Pegast found an old ruin named Old Dothelgrad, which seemed to be some kind of laboratory of the Dilgar, one of the ruling castes in the Pyrean era. She assumes that we might find hints about this machine there, or maybe even a prototype. I want you to help her in any way possible. Maybe your gift can reveal things normal eyes can't see. They were the two different castes who ruled the Pyrean realm. Officially, they were servants of their highest being, the deity all of Pyrea worshipped, but everyone knew that it was the castes who had the power. And while the Ishian valued tradition, the Dilgar valued progress, which, as you can imagine, led to differences between the two, to say the least. They were the Lightborn of the Pyrean era, you could say. It's in a remote section of the Heartland. Keeper Sakaresh will accompany you there and show you the way. Good luck.
There you are. The Grandmaster already briefed me on our mission. Shall we go? Yes, the ruin isn't far from here. Just meet me at the Myrids Tower in the Northern Heartland. I will wait for you there once I finish my preparations.
Greetings. Walk? Sure. Where to?
There you are. Here, I got us a map from the Archmagister. Do you see that? We're here, and back there is the ruin where we'll meet Pegast. So, I'd say, let's go. You lead the way, I'll cover your back. Careful. That was all of them. Where are you going?
Да я
Not the
вижу,
way.
блядь.
Just don't take too long, all right? I'll wait here. Look, over there. That must be the ruin.
Да не толкай меня.
That was all of them.
Так, у меня что за кружки там?
Then do it, for fuck's sake. By the prophet's ass, all I did was leave you here alone for a couple of hours. And then this happens.
But there were just too many. We did our best, madame, and...
You did jack shit. That's what you did. 3 of our people are dead, and now the goddamn entrance is blocked up. This is fucking unbelievable. Get out of here, now! I need to think.
That doesn't sound good.
You? Out of all the goddamn people in this goddamn land, you are the last person I expected to see here. Well, congratulations. Though I don't have the slightest idea what good getting wasted on weird droge can possibly do.
Nightshade elixir isn't just some weird droga. It's a centuries-old recipe that was already being used by the first vassals. Maybe you should have known that before judging our traditions.
Well, now I do. And just who exactly are you?
Kalia Sakaresh, keeper of the first sigil. I was exalted together with the one you call the Prophet.
Sakaresh? You're the girl from the village.
Maybe. Have you heard of me?
Well, there are some interesting rumors revolving around you. Let's put it that way. But who am I to complain? 2 keepers are certainly better than those idiots from the guard. Actually, you've come at just the right time. You'll be surprised, but I've found myself in almost exactly the same trouble as in Aldrashengrad. Seems I have a knack for that kind of shit. Almost. This time it was bandits. They ran in here about 2 hours ago and charged through us like we were bloody beginners. Well, that's the problem. Do you see that hallway over there? It leads down into the ruin. And now, guess what those fuckers did? They dashed right into it, and somehow succeeded in accidentally activating some kind of mechanism that locks down the whole passage. Now, anyone who gets too close to it gets roasted like a chicken. So now we can't go down and they can't come up. We believe so, yes. That is what makes the whole thing so annoying. No, they didn't wear the robes that the ones in Alt-Rashengrad did. And they also seem kind of unorganized to me. And scared, as if they were running from something. My guess is that they were trying to hide from something and thought the ruin was deserted. Somehow, yes, but would you place the button to deactivate the trap right next to the door it's supposed to protect? We need to find another way down. But at least we've got a clue. Some kind of hidden entrance. We're still stuck getting it open, though. Come, I'll show you. Who knows? Maybe you'll see something in the past that might help us. Here we go. And before you ask, our dead buddy on the platform was already there when we got here. No idea what's keeping his body from decaying. It looks like some kind of magic to me. So I'd say just take a look around. I'm sure the bells have something to do with the riddle.
You all right? You look pale. You did? Then this mage woman was right. What did you... Yes?
How was I right? Seriously? By the prophet's ass, that's, convenient. But who am I to complain? So, what's the deal with those bells? Be my guest. Just make sure that you don't accidentally collapse this place, okay?
Чем по ним бить? Огнем? А если искрами? Отойди ты, блин. О, колотушка. Возьми в руки.
That sounds wrong. Yes, that must be it. That sounded right. Yes, that must be it. Yes, that's it. Now we... Oh, blazes.
fucking scum!
Фу. Да ну. Там чё?
Wrong time, wrong place! There we go. That trick has yet to disappoint me. So what do you say now, you piece of shit? I'll make you pay for what you... Well, that's just great. The fucker brought his bitch with him.
Put down your weapon. I don't want to hurt you.
Oh, is that so?
All of your men are dead. And even if you manage to get past us, there are dozens of guards further up. So put down your weapon, or you will regret it.
Such determination. All right, then. Die!
As you wish. Are you all right? It's nothing. Did he hurt you? Can you walk? What is this, an interrogation? As I see it, I just saved your damn life. So why don't you do me a favor and keep the questions to yourself? I'm sorry, it's too much right now. We'll talk about it once we get back to the temple. Now, come on, we should push forward. I fell, thank Malphas, into a thicket farther down the ruin. It was some kind of machine room, at least that's what it looked like to me. And luckily enough, that's also how the traps in the entrance are being controlled. I tried to deactivate them. We'll see if it worked. Anyway, do you see the camp down there? We should take a look at it. Gold. And I doubt it's the fruit of labor. So that's what this was all about? They fled here to protect their loot? We should bring this to the Order. Maybe we can find out who they stole it from.
No! You can't do that, please.
Stay right there. Who are you?
I'm not one of them. Please don't hurt me. Oh, by the righteous path. What did I get myself into? Alice Summerstone. I'm just a simple man, a farmer by me path. I have 2 daughters, me woman and a little farm girl just a few miles from Ark. Maybe you know one of me girls. She sells her bread at the market, Mondas de Freiras. Yes, exactly. That's her. My little Serta. Aye, of course. Do you know who Landlord Borek is?
He's one of the most influential landlords of the Farmer's Coast. Both the Guard and the Order get their food from his lands. What does he have to do with this?
Everything. He's a pathless bastard. And all of this is his fault. I swear it by me name.
Why?
Because he's a criminal, that's why. Believe me, I know how that sounds. But it's the truth. You have to believe me. The tolls he collects from his tenants are so high that we hardly have anything left to eat. And those who don't pay get beaten up by his lackeys. But that's not all of it. He also knows the Relata. Aye, who else? They believe themselves above Malphas, above the Holy Path. And they are powerful. Which is also why no one does anything about them. No, this money isn't his. I had debts. It all started 3 years ago, when we had a very bad harvest and I couldn't pay me toll for the first time. Borek gave me a loan, but he said that I'd have to pay interest next time.
Well, I think you can figure out the rest. Aye. I knew from a friend that there was this man in the Undercity, this Carrick. And he said that he and his men might be willing to help me, if they would get money from it. Apparently they even had a sense of honor and path-abidingness, if you can call it that. They're from a traveling merchant. We ambushed him, and you know what we did. But I swear by me name we didn't hurt him. When we had the money, all Sunfire started breaking loose. Some kind of woman appeared, all veiled and dressed in black. And in the wink of an eye, she killed 2 of Carrick's men. We tried to fight her at first, but then we ran for it. Well, and ended up in this ruin. I know. I was there. Carrick was so mad about all that happened with his witch woman, you know? I think he just wanted to get his men to safety. But still, you're right. I was a fool to trust him, and I regret what I did. She didn't speak much, but yes, she had dark robes. And she was different. Unholy. Sorry, I don't know how to describe her any better. Me farm and me family, aye. Please, it's the right thing to do. If I don't have the money by the next turn of the moon, Boric and his lackeys will change their tune. And I know what that means.
It's a tough call. I can understand his motivation, but that doesn't change the consequence of his actions. If we let him run, we legitimize his crime, so to speak. You should justify your crime before the tribunal. Explain to them what Boric did, and they might judge you lightly.
Judge lightly? You don't really believe that, do you? They don't care about the why, and even if they do, it doesn't change a damn thing about the fact that me family is lost without this money.
Maybe, but it doesn't change that you're at least partially responsible for what happened here. But it's your call.
Really? Thank you so much. I will not forget that. Forgive me, I have to get out of here before anyone else arrives. Walk blessed, my friend.
By the prophet's ass, you really got them all. You don't stop surprising me, that's for sure. And neither do you, Keeper Sakaresh. Thanks for deactivating the traps up there. I suppose you know about the skinny man who dashed past us up there? We were thinking about stopping him, but he didn't look like one of the bandits.
Yes, he got caught up in the whole thing. He's innocent.
Uh-huh. Well, if you say so. Alright then. I'd say if this machine is somewhere in this ruin, it's here. I suggest you two take a look around. We'll cover your back in the meantime.
I suppose we found our machine. At least, what's left of it. Do you feel anything, Saira? With your gift, I mean. Agreed. Maybe we can even take some small parts of it with us right now. The Order will transport the rest to Ark by Myrad. What strange metal. It didn't rust at all, despite all the time it's been here.
Correct. Nothing else possesses that much raw, magical power.
It works in a way we have not even come close to comprehending, like a cosmic force.
All this energy, it's useless without the Numinos.
Yes? Found something? They look useful. Let's take them to the Chronicum. Yes? Yes, you're right. How is it possible that it moves all by itself? Let's take it with... Let me see. Yes, it does indeed. Seems to be some kind of energy storage, but it's empty. Yes, I think you're right. Hopefully we didn't miss anything. Let's go talk to Pegast.
Now that was quick. So, what did you find? Well, that's not much of a surprise considering how long it was down here. And as long as we can reconstruct it, that's alright. I sent some of my men back to Ark. We'll request a caravan to get all the parts back to the temple and see what we can do from there. Let's just hope it really will help us against this cleansing, whatever it is. As much as I admire Pyrean technology, I don't like the idea of putting our lives in the hands of it. Let me see. Interesting. Truly interesting.
What?
Seems that this machine was only some kind of prototype. The real one the Pyreans were working on must be somewhere else. Plus, there's also a name for it. The Pyreans called it the Beacon.
That's poetic.
Indeed. Well then, it seems like you and your visions have once again saved the day, Prophet. There's a lot for us to do now. If you've taken care of your business here, I suggest you head back to Ark and report to old Oranthiel.
What do you think, Saira? Do you want to leave now, or stay a little longer? Good. There you are. Pegast's mages have already told the Grandmaster about our find, and they're waiting for us in the Emporium. Let's go.
All that I am saying is that there are more efficient ways to battle this red madness. And heathen machines atop the Sun Temple are the last thing that will calm the townsfolk.
Maybe. But if this heathen machine is what the Pyreans used to combat the cycle, I want it near. Even if it turns out to be useless, only a fool turns down a chance. Sharim, How long will the reconstruction take?
Well, that depends on how many Pyrean mechanics you have on hand that can help us decipher these plans. Just think for once, Aranthiel. How are we supposed to give you an estimation if we don't even know what the finished machine is supposed to look like?
We will get to work right away, Grandmaster. But in any case, we're going to need a lot of steel and Pyrean crystals.
You will get them. Now, get to work. You did excellent work. We will reconstruct this machine, no matter the price. Here, this will reward you for your effort. That still leaves the sigil stone. It's simple. I've told you that the Pyreans knew about the cycle, and that they too battled it before they vanished. The sigil stone was a magical defense they created to protect themselves from the Red Madness. Through small fragments that segregate once a certain ritual is performed on it. Wear one of these fragments and it will serve you like a shield for your spirit. The stone won't produce enough for all citizens of Ark, but enough for all of us keepers and the guard. The problem is that we lack knowledge about this ritual, and those who have it have been dead for millennia. Correct. The entire plan revolves around a discovery which is exhibited in the Chronicum. The frozen corpse of a Pyrean, which a fisherman found adrift in the Northern Sea some years ago. Yes, the ice prevented his body from decaying. But go to the Chronicum and speak to Archmagister Maragil. He will be able to explain it better than I can.
You're an adventurer, aren't you? Have you been to... Who are you? How do they say it? Melee? My dad told me that's where the petrified live.
Uh-huh. Now, I just put them out for you to look at. Tell me what you need, and be quick about it.
И вышел.
I just put them out for you to look at. Tell me what you need, and be quick about it.
Это все. Почему эти... Вот эти тоже стоят?
Walk blessed.
Can I help you?
Hello. How may I be of service? You do? Let me have a look. Very well, this looks solid. We will add any future gains from this holding to your vault. Of course. Of course. Walk blessed. And forget your money is safe with Sylvan and friends. Exceed.
How may I be of service?
Well.
Hungry? I've got just what a weary traveler needs. Greetings. Sure, take a look. Walk black.
If it's clam and fish you seek, then come and take a good long peek.
Hungry for arcane secrets? I have books, scrolls, potions, anything for friends of path-abiding magic.
Hear my words, O path-abiding people of this holy city. Rumors circulate, rumors about the horrible events of the past moons. They speak of a red madness that befalls peaceful souls, driving them to deeds of pathless atrocity. Spices,
Apples, dates, bananas, the freshest fruits right from the farmer's coast on Doomville.
Pathless spirits are prone to the workings of this red madness. Pray, honor your path and serve the order, and nothing shall happen.
I just don't see that.
Fruits, vegetables, bread fresh from the oven. Treat yourself.
They expect me to wait for my shipment.
Hungry for arcane secrets? I have books, scrolls, potions, anything for friends of path-abiding magic.
If it's clam and fish you seek, then
Sure, take a look. Walk blessed. Greetings. Do you need a potion?
Опять забыл выложить их.
arcane arts. I have all you'll ever need.
Hungry?
Walk, play all your heart could ever desire. Take a look. May his light guide you. Come back if you find...
Huh? Can I help you?
Huh?
Walk Blessed, can I help you? That's convenient, actually. I think I still owe you an explanation. Yes, but let's talk somewhere else. Come on.
Ну и что это?
So, sorry for all the secrecy. I just didn't want anyone else to listen in. Well, that moment when I neutralized the leader of the bandits in Old Dothelgrad, I'm sure you noticed that I was different then. Yes, I did. And I know that. I'll make this quick. There is something about me that you don't know. That no one knows, actually. Do you remember what I told you in the curarium about the destroyed village? Well, I wasn't entirely honest with you. Not all of it, no, and it's true that I don't know how I ended up there. But I remembered something just before I regained consciousness. Some kind of vague memory. A feeling, coupled with an image. It's hard to describe because it didn't last very long, but I saw myself, but I was somehow above the rooftops, as if I flew. Below me, I saw all the chaos, the dead, the fire, the devastated houses, and I somehow felt hot, but from inside, as if my blood was boiling. That sounds crazy, doesn't it? I'm sorry, but I don't know how to describe it better than that. Nothing. I woke up, and from there things happened just as I've already told you. But that's not really what I'm trying to get at. In that memory, when I saw all those dead bodies and all that destruction, I felt satisfaction, pleasure. As if all that suffering, all that pain was the most exhilarating thing I'd ever seen. Well, I didn't know what to make of that memory myself for quite a long time. But then, things happened that made me understand. There is something inside my head, Saira. Some kind of second soul, an entity. Most of the time it sleeps, but there are situations in which it wakes up. Mostly when something atrocious happens or has happened. Blood, pain, death. Whenever I'm confronted with these kinds of things, it tries to... I don't know how to put it. Tries to take control of me, and then things like Alt Dothelgrad happen. It's never managed to completely take me over, and it hasn't gotten as far as it did in Alt Dothelgrad for a long, long time now. But that memory from the village, I think that is what happens when I let myself go completely. Yes, it is immense, Satyra. I can feel it every time it is trying to take me over. I don't even want to think about what would happen if I were to give in completely. I figure. Listen, what happened in Old Dothelgrad, I never should have let it come to that. But that moment when he charged me, the blood on his sword, I just couldn't contain it. And when I gave in, when I hacked him into pieces, I simply felt so thrilled, complete. I was naive to believe it would never get that far again. Naive and stupid. But do you see now? This is the reason why I train so hard, why I always try to control my emotions no matter what people do or say to me. This creature inside me, it's always on the hunt. And the only way I can keep it at bay is by controlling both my body and spirit 100%. Just one moment of carelessness. That's all it takes. Only Master Tyrus, my foster father. He taught me how to contain it by controlling my thoughts. And he also advised me never to tell anyone about it, which I haven't. Until today. I don't know. Probably because I was afraid you'd tell someone else about what happened in Old Dothelgrad and that would raise suspicions. A coward's move, I know, but it was the best solution I could come up with. I'm sorry. No way that I know of, at least. Who should I ask? The apothecary? There are two ways that would go. Either they would ridicule me, or they would take me seriously and report my condition to the Order. Neither way helps me, and who knows what the Order would do if they found out, especially as strained as the situation is right now. Well, what would be the alternative? Transcribe Pyrean books like the Magisters do all day? Or drop out entirely and pour hot water for the upper city's noblewomen? Look, Saira, as you already pointed out, there is a chance that this thing inside me is responsible for the massacre in the village. And if that's true, I definitely have a lot of repentance to do, don't you think? And even if it isn't, I want to change things, to make the world at least a little bit better. And yes, I do realize that this means a lot of hardship and hard work for me, but I'm not afraid of that. Do you know why? Because that's what's missing in this world. So many people just talk, and never act, because that would mean that they'd have to actually endure something for what they believe in. Determination alone hasn't helped anyone yet. Let's talk again in a few years, and we'll see if my good intentions have actually produced results. I'd like some time by myself now, and thanks for listening.
Huh. You're the one they call the Prophet, right? Congratulations
Walk
on
blessed.
passing the trial, I guess.
Well, well, if it isn't the prodigy. Say, is it true that you're an elementalist? One of the keepers told... Huh?
Now look at that. You are the prophet, aren't you? The prodigy. Delighted to make your acquaintance. With all due respect to your thirst for knowledge, I am not a magister, and I've got my hands full. In a nutshell, we are healers, and our path is to cure ailments with magic and alchemy. Our monastery is far to the north, in the Frostcliff Mountains. However, you won't be able to reach it at the moment due to the heavy snowfall. And in case that doesn't sate your appetite, there are a couple of books about us in the library, or maybe even the Chronicum. Finn and Carbos, of course. Who doesn't know them? An odd duo and completely inseparable. Why do you ask? What? How? How do you know that? My Malthus, that's... one tragic event after another. Now listen. This question might seem peculiar, but is there any chance you found amulets on them? The emblems of the apothecary. It's a ritual. Whenever one of our members passes away, their amulet will be put in Saldrin's halls, as remembrance, so to speak. They are silver, with a violet jewel. Have you found them? Damn it. We can't even pay them their last respects. Well, thank you for the message anyway, even if it's a grim one. I'll send a pigeon with the news to the League as soon as possible. Aside from the obvious, not much, unfortunately. The most important thing to know is that it's extremely hard to determine if someone is infected with it. Afflicted people show their open madness quite late, and at that point, it's usually too late already. Walk blessed. That's what I'm here for. Take a look.
У меня сколько там уровень-то? 66. 9 книжек.
That's what I'm here for. Take a look. Walk blessed.
Ментализм. 2.
That's what I'm here for. Take a look.
Так.
work best.
Mm-hmm.
There must be a solution to this.
Bless you.
А где вторая? Вот она. Понятно.
Hello.
Hello.
Well met.
Huh. You're the one they call the Prophet, aren't you?
200 people strong. When Malphus ordered them to come along, follow on my path to another land where happiness and peace forever dwell. They left and sailed across the mighty sea. They suffered hunger, fear, and misery. Their stocks were running low, yet they endured their woe, praising Malphus's wisdom day by day. Go and find the crimson star. It leads you to a land afar. Keep your path, endure the plight, and one day you'll
Yes.
in the light. From waters dark and ancient, monster rose. Born from malice, evil to the bone. One man took the fight. He sacrificed his life for
This just doesn't make any sense.
One day.
Why can't it ever be easy?
Oh, hey.
So what's so spectacular about this? To me, our pal here looks like your average crypt corpse.
Well, he isn't. Do you see this marking on his forehead? That's a symbol of the Ashian, one of the two priest castes who reigned over the Pyrean Empire like the Lightborn did over Vin. He was no high priest, but more than an acolyte. Let's just hope he participated in the manufacture of the sigil stone back in the Pyrean era.
Well, hoping can't hurt. But look, we have company.
Dalvarek, Archmagister, how's the situation?
Walk blessed, Grand Master. We're fine. Everything is ready. So this is him?
Yes, this is the Prophet.
Interesting. Truly interesting. I imagined you to be different. I'm Lexiel Marigil, Archmagister of the Holy Order. Pleased to make your acquaintance. So, where do we start? Has the Grand Master already informed you of the goal of this mission? Correct. Now you're wondering how will this be possible? This is where the Word of the Dead comes into play. An old relic we'll need to find.
The Word of the Dead? I thought that was a legend.
No, it exists. And we also know where. Just so you understand, the Word of the Dead is an artifact that allows entering a deceased person's mind to relive his last memories as if they were your own.
And you want to do just that with our frozen pal here. This is the grand plan, right?
Right. You'll need to locate the Word of the Dead, teleport the Pyrean's body to you, and then enter his thoughts. And there you'll have to look for the words of the ritual. Well, we only lack the last words of this ritual. What you have to look for is an ornamental scroll, which looks just like the one on the drawing I'll give you in a moment. All you have to do is remember the glyphs in the scroll, then write them down once you're back in the waking world. True, but we're talking about a different form of magic. It works similarly to the forbidden school of entropy. Well, this is...
There's an old manor in Enderal's west that belongs to an old collector of artifacts. We received a tip that the Word of the Dead is in his possession.
Hang on. Are you talking about this odd fellow with the puppets? The aged man from the folk song?
I am. You won't take it. It will be enough to find it. Use it on the Pyrean, and then leave. You will travel to the manor with Dalvarek, wait for nightfall, and then introduce yourself to the aged man as a fellow collector of artifacts. Then you will offer him this brooch, and if all goes well, he will offer you a quarter for the night to negotiate in the morning. Then it's all a matter of timing. Sneak out of your room, look for the Word of the Dead, and teleport the Pyrean to you. Then you'll flee. There must be no violence, no matter what happens. Archmagister?
Yes, well, that is a good point. We don't know, because we don't even know what the artifact looks like. But, how goes the saying? The proof of the eating is in the pudding.
We'll manage somehow. And even if we don't, it definitely sounds like an adventure.
It's a great responsibility, be aware of that. But I have faith in both of you. Now get going as soon as you can. This mission will be fruitful. I can feel it.
Whew. And there they go. Yep, just meet me at the Myrids Tower at the Western Cliff. I'll go grab my stuff now.
never walk back on the road.
Prophet?
From the aged man's abode.
Ugh, blazes. Sorry. I know.
Oh, hey.
The fabled prodigy. I hope you can live up to what they say about you. I really do.
Now, if it isn't the prodigy, well...
Hello. I do? Thought I had gotten rid of it by now. But yes, I'm originally from Nirim. Just like you, as I've heard. Oh, I don't know. Probably because I don't have very fond memories of my time there. You know, if someone would have told you 20 years ago that one day I would be the Archmagister of the Holy Order, you'd have probably laughed in his face. Huh, it's absurd just to think of it. You know, I was a slave there. Yes, you see, I was born into a traveling group of Aeterna minstrels. I never got to know my father, though, and living that way was hard. So my mother eventually decided to burn all bridges behind us and start over. Sorry, I'm babbling. I don't want to bother you with my boring stories. Well, after some days on the road, we met a traveling merchant who gave us a ride to the next village. A small one named Sildren in the Salathan forest. It seemed almost perfect at the beginning. The place was quiet, and my mother found herself a job as a weaver in the local count's castle. One day, however, the count simply stopped paying her, and, well, when she asked for the reason, he told her that we were his property from that moment on. Just like that. Why wouldn't it be? We were just a woman and a young son, and he owned both the land and the local guard. We had to serve this Creole, that was the Count's name, for 9 years. It was horrible. Pure luck, I suppose. One day, an Enderalayan merchant and his escort passed through the village. They were on their way to Waverock to catch a ship from there. And just by coincidence, he saw me crushing some herbs I had found in the forest. That's what I did in the little spare time I had, you know. The Salathan forest is so incredibly rich with plants you have no idea. What I didn't know was that I had found an entire sheaf of God's tongue. That impressed the merchant so much that he simply bought me. He left her there. Believe me, what he did had nothing to do with mercy. He just saw that there was money to be made off of me. I cried and protested, of course, but 2 months later, our ship arrived in Ark, where he got infected with flesh maggots and died shortly thereafter. Luckily enough, he was a sublime. And since his relatives didn't know what to do with me once he was dead, they simply asked the Order to grant me the novitiate, which they did. By the left path. Sounds crazy when I tell it like that, and it probably is. But back then, it just happened. I tried, but as you can imagine, my obligations made my options to do so very limited. Only recently, however, word reached me from a mercenary whom I sent over. According to him, Creo is dead, and his castle was deserted. But who knows if he just said that to appease me. I think when all of this is over, I might ask the Grandmaster for permission to travel there myself. And then, who knows? By the righteous path, now I really am babbling. I am sure a man like you has better things to do than listen to the stories of a boring old chronicler.
Prophet?
I should probably get back to business. Forgive me.
So, you actually made it, Prodigy. Congratulations. It...
Well, comes a point. Sure, where to?
Да что их ты хуя там? Надо было сразу, наверное, его юзнуть. Ёбана в рот, блять, мразь! Не то. Ну беги ты, блядь!
refresh yourself.
Take a
Or
look.
are you a user? Kato? I have all you'll ever need.
My sir? Yeah, it's not as if I did.
Oh, hell, Wolf, like all your heart could ever desire. Take a look. May his light guide you. Come back if you find the time.
Huh? Can I help you?
Walk left? Sure. Where to?
So much to do, so little
Ah,
time.
there you are. Ready to go? The scar. Well, let's put it this way. If you one day end up in a Talgalean tavern and two 6-foot-tall Arazalian women invite you into their room, you should either damn well know who they are or make a run for it. Never heard of it? It's the capital of Araziel. At least if you ask the civilized people. Hands up. Guilty. Some rich snob had hired me back then to bring him a totem from one of the camps of the Free People. That is, the Arazelians who worship their ancestors' gods, instead of the Lightborn, and live as nomads. No idea how much you know about Araziel, but the Free People have been in conflict with the civilized people, who do worship the Lightborn for centuries now. Assassinations, blood feuds, and so on. The usual, if two sides both believe they know it all better. Anyway, obviously this job of mine originated from that feud. The totem belonged to a free tribe, and the snob wanted it in order to publicly defile it. So I got it for him. Correct. And I was a little drunk and a little lonely, if you get what I mean. Have you ever seen a pure-blooded Arazalian woman in her 20s? It's really hard to say no to that. In any case, as you already noticed, the whole thing went down differently than expected. My face made acquaintances with a table leg and 4 absolutely untender women's feet and hands. And of course the totem was gone, together with all my clothing and money. I guess I had that coming somehow. That's what happens if you ask your loins rather than your head in the wrong situations. Yeah. That's one way to put it. But anyway, how does the saying go? A truly beautiful face can never be tarnished. Facts remain facts. Wonderful. Here, this is the place where the aged man's manor is supposed to be. Lead on. I'll follow you.
Walk blessed. And where are you headed?
Still alive? Good. Let's go. We shouldn't waste any more time. this is where he lives. Huh. This aged man definitely knows how to... make himself comfortable. I guess now it's time to wait for nightfall. We wouldn't want this guy to take the artifact, pay for it, and have us leave right away. Alright. I think that's enough. Now let's see how we can get in there. These busts look interesting. Huh? Keep your chin up.
Yes? What do you want? I'm the servant, so no, I'm not. And if you're looking for charity, you've come to the wrong place. Do you now? So what could two traveling merchants dressed in rags have that might be of interest to my master? This is the silver brooch of a seraph. Where did you get this? Uh-huh. Well then, this changes the situation. You may enter. Plus, forgive my harshness. I misjudged you. Unfortunately, Master Gages is currently playing music, and will be at least until dawn. But you can make yourself comfortable in the guest room. He will see to you in the morning.
Okay, that sounds good. Today we wouldn't have made it back to Ark anyway. Just try to get a Myrid Warden to fly in this weather. So, nice house you've got here. So it's just you and your master who live here, right? People talk about him a lot.
Please, let's just save the small talk. You're here for business. Good. Now follow me upstairs. I'll show you to your quarters. As I said already, Master Gages will play through the night. My apologies if his music keeps you awake, but if you want a piece of advice, listen. You won't hear anything comparable in all of Vin.
Well then we'll do just that. So I take it your master's an artist, right? I saw the puppets. They're interesting.
Interesting. Yes, that they are. Master Gages always says art is unique because it allows us to see what our mind doesn't want us to see.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, we all have demons inside of us, don't you agree, Miser Dalvaric? Memories, truths about ourselves we've locked away somewhere in our unconscious because we don't want to confront them. True art surpasses all these barriers because it reminds us of who we truly are.
Interesting thought.
All right, here we are. Make yourselves at home. I will inform you once the master is ready to see you. By the way, call it intuition or premonition, but I somehow had the feeling we would have company tonight, and took the liberty of preparing a small meal. I'm afraid the meat is a little charred, but it should taste good. Now, please excuse me. I have to rest. It is late, and the day has been exhausting.
Of course. Sleep well. And thanks for your hospitality.
You're welcome.
And there he goes. Call me paranoid, but this all went a little too smooth for my liking. Yeah. For example, the fact that he was already standing near the gate when you rang, and that he lives with a man who's older than the Black Guardian, at least according to the legends. But, well, to each his own. Yeah, 1 or 2 hours at least, until this servant's asleep. I've got a skin of wine with me, so if you want we could enjoy it in the meantime. I wouldn't touch this food if I were you. You could tell me about this trial while we're waiting. Or about anything, just distract me from those damn ugly puppets over there. Interesting thought. The thing about the last moment that lasts forever. Did you know that Kyrian mentalists are apparently able to sort of become aware in their dreams? And apparently, in a dream, one can exist free from time. There's a story about an arcanist who spent 1,000 years in a dream while he only slept 8 hours in his waking life. But, well, that's a topic on its own. I think it's late enough for our little excursion now. Let's find that relic. There it is. Master Gaius's music that transcends all barriers. As jolly as... place. That looks like some kind of study. Maybe we could find something here. Maybe we should take a look at these bookshelves. They look kind of weird. These books must be part of some kind of mechanism. Have you tried, I don't know, pulling on them or something like that?
нихуя непонятно. Что делать-то с этим всем?
We have to find this artifact. Maybe he's hiding it in some kind of chest or a secret chamber. Let's look around.
by the highest being. You! I thought you were dead.
Jakal. He betrayed us. They're all dead.
What?
Yes, but it doesn't matter. We have to get away from here. His armies, they're everywhere, and they're killing everyone. What about Lilanya? Is she alright?
Yes, she's asleep. But where do you want to go? We're... Come on, get inside. We'll talk about it there. Our brother, he's here too. He arrived last night.
Kumar? I thought he was up north.
He was, yes. But he rode back when he heard about the siege. He wants to help defend the city. He will be angry when he finds out that you fled, you know?
Staying would have been suicide. He would understand.
Kumar, our...
I see it. Why are you here?
The Treasure Master betrayed us, and Jakal's troops have gone crazy. They're massacring their entire city. They said we...
I know that, but you didn't answer my question. Why are you here?
Where else should I be, damn it? The High Ones won. They won, and this accursed cleansing will happen, whatever it is. But if there's only the slightest chance that we can make it through, I will use it. Unlike you, I do have someone I need to take care of.
Let's hope she doesn't take after her father. Your cowardice disgusts me, brother. You've never understood what it meant to be an Aishin.
I knew that would happen.
He's such a bulldog. For him, there's nothing but his goddamn honor.
At least since he lost Yalek, yes. He won't let us flee. You do realize that, right? He will force you to keep your oath, to stay and fight. To the death.
I will talk to him. We'll do this, sister, somehow.
Yes, of course we will. There's still some stew. I will prepare a bowl for you, all right? You go look after the little one. I think she is slowly beginning to understand what's happening here. Kumar, what? Where are you going?
Go and get Eric. We're leaving.
Leaving? But you heard him. The city is lost.
Well, isn't that good timing? I have been thinking, and I have decided that I will not let my only brother die as a deserter. We will ride to the city at first light and help with the defense.
That's not going to happen. I told you that. Zura and I will take Lilanya and flee to the north. Come with us or don't, but you will not get in our way. Period.
Period. Thank the highest being that we're family. Just thank the highest.
Kill them! Kill them all!
Oh, by the name of the sun, do something, Parrot. Keep them out of here.
Да где? Откуда он взялся, блять, меня наебали-то?
Oh, damn it. Oh, damn it, damn it, damn it. them.
Every one of us you kill, a dozen more will come.
No, please. I don't want any of this. No one wants any of this. Just let us go. I have a daughter.
So, I hope you slept well? Well, what do you think? I brought you here. After you broke into my sanctum and made your little journey into the realm of the dead. Please, don't look at me like that. I knew what you were up to from the start. Sadly enough, I did. No, you don't. Because you don't dare to question. Peculiar situation, all of this, isn't it? Suddenly you, the fugitive urchin, become mankind's salvation. And suddenly, just like that, out of nowhere, you can perform feats others would require decades to master. Even better, you're one of the emissaries who can hear the echo of the future. But still, you never asked yourself why. You're right, I do. But if there's one thing time has taught me, there are things one has to realize for him or herself. You can't force insight on people. It has never worked, and it never will. Who am I? Back then, I might have given you an impressive response to that. But at this time, I couldn't say anything that would help you. Let's just say, I'm an observer. A fleshless eye, if you prefer. In this era, you might also know me as the Aged Man. Amongst other things, yes, the cycle. Yes, and I'm certain that irritates you. But timelessness isn't that much of a feat. You will find that out yourself soon enough, too. Believe me, all I say is quite thought through. But unfortunately, there's no point in pursuing this conversation any further. You have what you came for, and the rest is up to you. Even though I doubt it will make much of a difference. Maybe you could do just that, but time will tell. Now, forgive me.
Это дом просто исчез, что ли? И чё?
You. But what the heck was that? Where's the map? Try me. Any explanation's better than none. That sounds strange, to say the least. After you went down that shaft, someone locked the door to the study, and I couldn't get it open, no matter what I tried. Well, a couple hours later, I found myself face down in a puddle of mud. But anyway, these glyphs you drew on paper look good to me. So at least officially, this mission was a success. I only wish I could. You see that? What's that? Casket? But where's this noise coming from? This is it? But then the aged man left it on purpose. For us. Maybe I'm jumping to conclusions, but it seems to me as if this felt... Still, we should take this thing with us. Let's go back to Ark and report to the Grand Master. I've got a scroll right here with me. What do you say? Well, then, see you back in the temple.
My son! There you are. I've been looking for you for days. Do you remember me? You, helped me back in the ruin. Shh, not... I just came to thank you. Thanks to you, I was able to pay me. As you can imagine, I don't have any money to show you my gratitude. But I thought that this might be useful to you. Take it. It's the least I can do. I should thank you. Walk blessed, and may your path always be even.
She should have seen that coming. I always told her.
Shit.